I'm not gonna go into that, ne?
Yes, leader, yeah.
All right, no, leader. Think. Okay, Sol City back. Okay, now so it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Tlhageng, you spoke about Tlhageng, Tswelelang, Bare. Okay, that's fine. It's fine, my leader. Those three addresses for me. Three addresses. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
my leader. Sharp.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right. You heard it, folks. Are they busy? So he talks about something like patrol. They have to patrol and check what the problem is. So it's a whole process. So I think what's happening, most areas were affected. I think we have to agree on that. Most areas were affected, and the only reason why these things get affected is because of the heavy rains. Is because of, I don't know, they need to sort. The municipality needs to sort. They need to bring. I don't know how they just need to improve the infrastructure. That's it. Something has to be done though, because we cannot have this every time it rain. People will suffer they'll suffer and not getting electricity. I don't know, but those are the questions I'm gonna have to ask the mayor. Hopefully, maybe one day the premier will also come and talk to us regarding those issues. I don't know, but Sol City, you'll get your electricity back today. Sobanti, you will get your electricity, and then those other Dingan power station, I also received that. You will Dingan Hostel, you'll get electricity, because what's happening, most of these substations, they were, I think according to Councillor Gomba, they were affected due to this lightnings. There was quite heavy lightnings that were happening since it has been raining this week. All right, so just those three houses. Okay, I've done my bit. Hopefully something. You will call me today and you will tell me, Mamsi, I hope you're going to tell me that you got electricity. Deborah, I hope you're going to call me and tell me you got your electricity. I just want good news, because you guys have been, especially Mamsi, since Tuesday, she's been talking to me regarding issue Amotlaga. So hopefully that will be sorted out by today. It is now 8 o'clock. Chinekli, he's got other engagements there, so we won't be able to have the mayor, but hopefully next week we'll definitely have the mayor, because we need to give him time. We need to grant him that opportunity also to respond to all these things that are being said by these organizations and community forums and people talking about, all those things I can't say. All right, because I don't want to get sued. All right, 2 minutes now after 8. Let us go. It is time to go for our double dub this morning. Yes, I used to have a certain dance for this song. Like I used to have that dancing yada. I used to do my body but if I can't do it now because I'm sitting down. But just let you know, right? That was a double dip in Dando no, and then that was Bojo Mojo, listen to your heart. All right, right on RTS FM 89.1. Pass with the Diamond Committee. 11 minutes now after 8. Okay, I'm still waiting for one of my guests to come. My first guest have arrived, so now I'm still waiting for the second ones, because I want them both here. I want to talk to them both. Is he? Yeah, okay. He said he's running a bit late. Okay, so hopefully be here. But in the meantime, send me your birthday dedication on 053-833-4265, 053-833-4265. Otherwise, send us a WhatsApp voice note, WhatsApp message on 081-355-4077, 081-355-4077. Just a couple of birthday messages that I want to read out to you this morning as we continue with the program. It is now 16 minutes after 8. I'm still waiting for my other guest to arrive. He tell me that he's running a bit late. Hopefully he will be here before Christmas. All right, before Christmas, because Christmas we wait for Christmas, right? We know Christmas gonna come, but we wait for it until December, and then we wait. So hopefully, is that him? Okay, I think he's here. I think he'll be here. All right, let's continue with our program. I had a classmate, all right, and we were quite close actually, and we used to compete. Either number one. Now I was doing top 3. Where were you? Top 5 or top 2 or top 3? You don't remember. But I see. And let me tell you something about this gentleman. Now I see him now, and you look, and that is definitely him. So I was in a very same class with this gentleman. By the way, it was in Bichok. I'm not gonna tell you which year because I don't want to reveal my age. Okay. Now we were doing English. Mrs. Lowe, she was our English teacher, and then, I don't know, we started talking about Italy somehow, and then this gentleman, he said Italy. I'm like, and Miss Lowe, she was so impressed, and I remember this thing as if it was yesterday. I mean, I have a brain of an elephant. So I asked him now about that guy. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember. Say Italy. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning,
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I do have. Okay. Kagiso Boys he's becoming a regular here now because we talk about service delivery every day. So those are the issues that we need. Those are the issues that we have to focus on. And I'm hoping that Remusi Karelele, he will become a regular here. Gentlemen, I was hoping that I would get a mayor to come to the studio, but then I called his office yesterday and they told me that he's got other engagements. So hopefully next week I will have the mayor. So I just have to kind of give them the date and the time, and then hopefully the mayor will be here. Because I would love him to come in just to grant him that opportunity to actually even say something from his side. Otherwise, welcome to the Morning Fix.
Thank you for having us.
Lovely. All right. Now, the question, the reason I have both of you here in the studio is because we got calls, where people will ask, who is Tumelo Musikara, who is Kagiso Boys? There's two organizations there. So if you can just tell us, actually, because Kagiso, I've got you, ne? I think I've got you people. You've been here. It's like your third time now being here. I haven't been with you yet. So if you can just tell us about your organization, what you guys stand for, and then we take it from there.
Well, my name is Tumelo Musikare. From the Sol Plaatje Community Forum. It was established in 2018 following the protests and us attempting to take the matter of the electricity to court, and the High Court saying that we don't have legal standing as Sol Plaatje community. We were representing the residents, and the judge said the case was thrown out on the basis that we did not have legal standing. So
what do you mean legal standing?
Legal as in, if I go to court now and say I represent RTS FM is legally registered as a business, for example.
Okay.
So it has legal standing. But if I said I represent Batoba Putanang, there's no such organization, there's no such body or entity that exists.
But then, did you? Okay, now you can raise the NPOs.
Yes, we registered it after that.
After that,
yes.
So now you have a legal standing.
Yes, we do.
So are we gonna take it where are we gonna continue where we left off?
With the protests.
Yeah, with the electricity.
We've been. It's funny that it's not a lot of people that know the efforts that we've actually been doing or keeping up to make sure that the electricity doesn't get as expensive as it is. Mm-hmm. The municipality actually managed to pull a quick one on everyone by increasing the prices of electricity during COVID. They're supposed to consult, and then if the community, for example, says this is too much, then they're supposed to adjust them accordingly and take into consideration their costs as well. But this last year, actually, June, July, they were able to push through the tariffs without proper consultation. What they did was they went to the radio stations, and only a few people could hear what they were saying. Only a few people could understand what was going on.
Let's talk about that. Are you talking about it was this year, ne?
It was last year.
Was it last year?
Yes, for the 2020-2021 financial year. So what happens is, throughout the year, the municipality is supposed to review their costs, review everything that they do in terms of electricity sales. Mm-hmm. And then from there they're supposed to set the tariff, a price of the electricity based on how much they buy the electricity for, how many people buy electricity, and also other internal, like how many people they have employed in the electricity sector, all of those nitty-gritties. Then they have to send this price to NERSA, but before that they have to consult with the communities and say, as councillors, as council, we have come up with this, or finance has come up with this, and how do you feel about it? Give us your feedback. And when the community gives feedback, they're supposed to integrate that and adjust their tariffs accordingly, and then send that through to NERSA for approval. Once NERSA approves it, I forgot when it is, May or June.
I think somewhere May there.
Yes.
Later, yeah.
But NERSA gives them guidelines as to you should price the electricity based on these items. I think it's 7 items. Your cost that they buy the electricity from Eskom, the annual increase percentage, I forgot what it's called. It's a bit daisy this morning, and other factors, but I think there's 7 of them that NERSA gives them, and says, according to the national benchmark, you should increase your electricity by 2%, for example. But then in our case, in the case of Sol Plaatje Municipality, the electricity is already high.
Yes,
so when they put up that 2%, it just messes. It messes everything still.
Yeah.
It's even higher for businesses, and that's why most of the businesses are suffering and they have to close and leave. So that's what happens. And last year, because COVID, there was no consultation with the communities. Normally they're supposed to have the meetings at the halls and discuss with the communities and say, this is what NERSA has said, this is what we are going to give to NERSA. They did not do that. What they did was they went on radio and also posted on the newspaper, but it wasn't a proper consultation, and then the price of electricity increased. You'd note that the previous year, not 2020, 2019, they wanted to increase the price of electricity to a point where they would have winter tariffs and summer tariffs, where they would be technically going back to apartheid years where they used to have such tariffs. But it was in a way where a unit of electricity would cost something like 2.05 cents per unit for a household, or 2.32. I don't remember clearly. It was 2 rand something in winter, and we challenged that in 2019. It wasn't COVID. We challenged it successfully. We went to them. We threatened that we would go to the streets again. We told them that they had agreed in 2017 that, or rather it was published in the newspaper in 2017, that they would decrease the price of electricity actually based on their cost of supply study. Their cost of supply study said that they would be able to decrease the price of electricity if they decrease their losses in 2017. So none of that happened. In 2017, we had a petition that was signed by a lot of people, I think 3,500. An online petition and a physical petition that had 3,500 or 3,600 people signing it. And we took that to the municipality in 2017 and said, if you do not consider your prices are, I think electricity was 1 rand 45 cent then, a unit, 1 rand 45 cent if my memory serves me well. And then the municipality called us to present this, because what was presented to the communities during the consultation was totally different to what council was understanding. So we went to council in 2017 and we presented the price of electricity, we presented the challenges, we presented that in 2011 they had increased by 22%, higher than other cities, and the municipality never corrected that per se. So we went to the municipality and presented our findings, and because of that, in 2017 the price of electricity stayed the same. They did not increase the price in 2017. So 2018, then afterwards in 2017 they published this article saying they could decrease the price of electricity, which was a win for us. We thought the municipality was really considerate and they would actually do this. In 2018 then we went to the municipality early in the year to ask, now that it's 2018 and you didn't increase the electricity last year in 2017, what is going to happen going forward? Are you going to increase the price of electricity? And we showed them also, you're losing the electricity here, the street lights are on, there's cables that are being connected directly to street lights for electricity, there's electricity theft and electricity wastage by the municipality as well. So we showed them this in 2018 and asked, what are you going to do now? Are you going to increase the price of electricity? And by then they had not said yet, or the finance committee had said, according to Mr. Akawari, the finance committee had said, but the price was not established yet. They were waiting for the guidelines from NERSA by then when we went to go to the municipality. And when we asked again, are you going to increase the price of electricity? No, there was no response. We then found a document sent to the municipality. It was on their website, sent to the municipality, or it was on NERSA's website, where NERSA, which is the regulator of electricity, Kibone Baba Ring, you can or cannot increase, yes, so that it's fair. They are the referee in electricity. So they sent the municipality this letter saying that they should rather decrease their losses, which they had directives, instructions to the municipality, decrease their losses and not increase the price of electricity. That was one of the directives.
What losses are they running?
2018, 2019, 117 million rand worth of electricity.
And then what happens from what causes those losses?
If you let's look at the water now. If you just walk in any direction from the studio, you'll find there's water leaking in the street. Similarly, in the section of electricity, there's illegal connections done by households, done by businesses, done by government, done by everyone. Illegal connections where electricity has been stolen. You take the electricity directly
some of the losses, yeah.
Yes, a percentage of the losses comes from
that.
Yes, and then the other losses are where the municipal buildings are left, the lights are left on, the street lights. If you can walk around,
you know, talking about that, I live like there's the court. I live here.
Yes.
So every morning when I wait for my taxi to come and pick me up, I'll look at the clock directly, and it will be lights on, and I'll ask myself a question: why are these lights on? That's part of the loss that part of the losses. And then there's the normal losses where the electricity flies into the air. Technically, like there's the technical losses which are because of the type of cable, because of the type of connection, all of those. But all of it amounted to 118 million rands in 2018. Is that per year?
No, they've been losing 100 million, 90 million, like that. It's fluctuating. It's losses. It's like they pay for the electricity.
I hear what you're saying. Those that happens what?
Per year. Yes.
All right, cool.
So what happens is that they buy the electricity from Eskom. When they're selling the electricity to us, by the time the electricity is supposed to get to us, some of it gets lost, and that some of it is amounting to 100 million plus.
And then people has to then expect the community to pay for that.
Exactly. So the price increases have to take into consideration how much electricity is lost as well.
So have you had those discussions in terms? So do you think that the Sol Plaatje Municipality go out of their way and speak to their fellow officials and say, please make sure that you switch your lights off, or save electricity where you can? Or do you think it's just at a 100 and social level?
Again, I'll make an example of the water. You can see on Schanet and
so a poor man has to suffer because of high electricity tariff.
So that instruction from NERSA and also from the Auditor General, in the reports of the Auditor General, it says decrease your losses and stop passing on. Basically, that's what it says. Stop passing on the price to the consumer, to the resident. Decrease the losses of water, decrease the losses of electricity, so that you can price your electricity and water correctly. But because of these losses, they just pass it on to us. They increase the price annually. It's not only because of the losses, there's other things as well that are added to it. But the instructions from NERSA was that, the other instruction from NERSA was that they should have a price of electricity should be cost reflective, and also consider different types of customers, where you have your indigent household, where you have your business, where you have your normal, and inverted commas, your normal household, which an indigent household, when they buy electricity, they get those 50 free units, but when they buy electricity after those 50 free units, they buy at the same rate as a household that earns more than 10,000 income per month. So it means that the indigent household is basically the same as other households. So NERSA was giving that instruction to say you should price your electricity such that it considers those that can't afford. It also gave the instruction, and this is where a trick was played, which caused chaos. It also has an instruction where it says there should be a basic charge applied to commercial customers, which means if you run a business, you're going to pay a basic charge of X amount, and the municipality has to determine that X amount. So the basic charge is like where they where they charge this in lieu of having to give the business services and whatnot. It's not protasi. It's you pay that money, and then you are able to buy electricity. But it's like a tax, basically.
Okay.
So what happened was, instead of taking the instructions of NERSA as they are, they made it seem as if there's always been a basic charge. There was never ever mention of any 260 rand in the price of electricity of the municipality before. But then the CFO of the municipalities, having gotten the instructions from NERSA, changed it around, and said that there would be basic charge for everyone. That's where the chaos started. And then the 260 was introduced to say that before you buy electricity, or it was included in the price of electricity, or put in such a way that households would have to now pay. Households and businesses would now have to pay the 260 basic charge. Businesses were paying it. It was scrapped recently, last year actually, but businesses were forced to pay it afterwards. So there's chaos at the municipality. We've been trying as the forum to make sure that...
Are we winning?
No. I will be lying if I say yes.
So are you going to take them to court again?
We don't have the financial resources to do so. We wish we could have the whole community chipping in, even 5 rand per household.
Because you have all this information. I'm listening to him like, wow, this guy's got so much information. And that's why I have to ask you a question, Hore. At least, is there something that's been done from the legal side? I mean, at least, are you taking them to court? And that's why I always say to people, we have AfriForum. AfriForum takes government to court, and they always win. Now, with all the facts that you put on the table, surely there's got to be some kind of strategy where it can be put on page to make sure that somehow we do it. So we can just get these free lawyers just do it for the community. I don't know. But are we ever gonna take them to court one day? What is the plan in terms of maybe getting those finances, or just there's many ways to skin a cat?
There's efforts. I cannot disclose details about it. There's efforts currently underway, but they're not directly by the forum. There's rather individuals who are actually trying to get a top lawyer to assist. There's also Katleho, who's in Johannesburg, who's taken the matter of the water, for example, to the Human Rights Commission. So there are efforts that are happening in the background, but to take it to the High Court immediately, we don't have the resources. But there's action being taken.
But South Africa is unfair.
Imagine if we need to, if it has to come to this point. Why can we not just say? Imagine that it had to go to protest and looting and everything that has happened since for the municipality to actually say, no, we are wrong. The price is like this. Why does it have to always go that far?
Yeah.
Remember, we started this 2016. Since 2017 we were successful in stopping the price increase. 2018 we had to go to protest. 2019-2020 financial year we went to them and stopped those winter and summer tariffs, but the price was still increased, which is high. And then last year they snuck it in, and we are now paying very high prices for electricity.
Don't talk about electricity, because it's like data now. There's this thing, this network. I've been using MTN for my rest of my life. Then I tried this other network. Hey, I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. I don't know if they learned those tricks from ATN to chow data like nobody's business. All right, let's continue. So, look, community of Kimberley, here's the 2 forums. Okay, here's this Rise of Ubuntu, and this is community Sol Plaatje Community Forum. Right now, they're fighting for your rights out there. Have you maybe both I'm gonna put this question to both of you. Have you maybe had those discussions with the community where they come together and say, community, this is the fight, this is the battle, we need assistance in terms of finances and stuff? Was there any conversations with community in some kind of manner?
DJ, I first want to clarify between our organization, the Rise of Ubuntu, and the stance that I took upon myself as to unite the entire Kimberley. The Rise of Ubuntu, basically, it is tasked with economically empowering the people of Northern Cape, including the people of Kimberley. Secondly, it has a core objective of bringing back Ubuntu within our communities. So the stance I took, whereby to unite the entire Kimberley, it is because, as Tumela says, they've been going to court. And I like this quote of Albert Einstein: insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. People have been going to court. It is time for us as the people of Kimberley to unite. We have been engaging with the people. We are trying to We are trying to mobilize the entire Kimberley actually and go to the Sol Plaatje offices. Maybe that is the only way they will listen to us, because now we are going to court as individuals, whereby we are not working as a collective. We are challenging the municipality as political parties instead of coming together as the entire Kimberley and saying, you know what, this is enough. We're no longer going to accept this. The forum, we appreciate the forum, the work that the Forum of Tumelo is doing, but now it is not the time for us to chip in, because they have the financial resources. We are going to run dry. We are going to chip in, and we are going to get broke at the end of the day. Meanwhile, they have national, they have provincial, and they have local government finances that will back them. They have lawyers in the corners that are working for the state, that are going to ensure this gets dragged out until we get tired. So we have to put a pillar, an obstacle in front of them as a united front, the people of Kimberley, and say, you know what, Mr. Mayor, councillors, this is enough. We are not going to take this anymore, because if we speak with one voice, Mr. Mayor, they are going to listen. Let us stop doing the same thing and expecting a different result, because the only thing now that we are going to do to them, we are going to tell them we are united. If you do not listen, we are going to go to you. We are not going to destroy our community as we did in the past. We are going to go to you, even if we have to go to you individually to your homes and go with a letter of resignation for you to sign. We will do that. If we have to shut those offices or occupy these offices and start working, we are going to do that. Meanwhile, while you sit at home, we are going to cut your salaries. We are going to employ people who will be doing the job, because right now the problem in Kimberley is that people are serving their voters. If you take a look at our colored communities are a disaster. Why? Because the municipality is run by the ANC. Now they do not serve these communities because they are DA run, DA-led communities. They will therefore focus on the town. They will focus on Kgaleshowe, even though it is not services that are of quality, but they are servicing Kimberley, Kgaleshowe here and there.
Is that the case?
Yes, you can see, for example, Greenpoint, which is just across the mall. The services there compared to the other side are totally different. You can see Rodepan, the flats, the sewerage next to the flats there. Yes, there is services rendered. I know of other groups, that WhatsApp groups, for example, where in town they would report that there's this pothole, there's this, and it gets serviced in a day or two. But when it happens in Kgaleshowe, when it happens in Rodepan, it takes a bit longer. They would argue there's parts of Kgaleshowe even where people's garbage is not picked up because they say those people don't pay for services, so they have to take the bin to the other side of the street. So the municipality would argue that it is people that are paying for services that are getting services rendered, but it's a lie.
Yeah, they'll be back hectic. So I'm actually okay. All right, now I've asked a question. Are we having conversation with the community to chip in there and it's just because you guys are trying to get things right. You're struggling financially. Have we maybe had conversation even maybe with the attorneys within our communities to perhaps maybe come in and chip in, and in terms of helping, because it seems like this fight's gonna, I believe in taking the government to court. I believe, because after forum I've learned, I see how they do it, and they always win. All right, so burning tires and stuff, I don't know. We will continue doing this, and nothing will change. RTS, good morning. All right. So are we having those conversations with the community?
Boys has said that we shouldn't have those conversations. It's doing the same thing and expecting different results. We actually have been there's a group that we established on Facebook so that people can have open discussion about what's happening. It was established in 2018. Currently has 32,000 people on it, or members on it, and we've been sharing or allowing the post from boys, because we believe we could not have meetings after what happened in 2018, the looting and people taking advantage of the community meetings. We could not call for a meeting. If we call for a meeting, similar things could have happened. So seeing him and his organization push for a meeting, and it's a different entity, it was good. We saw that there's at least someone else trying to do not the same thing, but trying a more aggressive way of getting to the same point. We have WhatsApp groups, 5 WhatsApp groups, and also now a different Telegram group where we communicate with the residents and we ask, tell them. There's even stickers that were made in 2019 to try and raise funds, but it wasn't successful. It hasn't been successful. People, yes, I apologize for saying this up first, but and it actually got me low in the week. I've realized that people want help. They don't want to be helped. I don't know if I can explain it quickly. People want help. They don't want to be helped.
Okay, I think I understand.
If a person wants to be helped, they will hold the door, and then you will use the hammer to put it in line and whatnot. That's helping someone. But if that's people who want to be helped, they do the work and want to be helped.
Yeah.
But the person who wants help is, hey, please help me, my house is flooded, and then they sit and wait for you to come and take a bucket and take the water out.
No. Okay. No, you've explained it very well.
Yes.
And it seems like that's what's happening.
Unfortunately.
And then we run to social media and then we still don't. Yeah. RTS, good morning.
Morning, sir. How are you?
I'm Lekem, and how's it?
I'm good. You're talking to Katlego Chibamba, and I'm listening to Radio Teemaneng through streaming.
Yes, sir.
And first and foremost, I'm really proud of the two gentlemen that are there. I think it is of importance that we have such leaders who are capable and are raising awareness in the way that they are. First and foremost, another point that I think is of importance is that in order for us to be able to see change, especially in our communities, it is important that people are first made aware of exactly what the nature of the situation is and what some of the tools, especially looking at some of the legal tools that are made available for us to be able to challenge not only our municipality but as well as take them up on arms about the service delivery that is due to us. I mean, at the farmost end, we are the ones that are literally paying the municipality. In fact, we are the ones that have hired, in principle, the communities are the ones that have hired the municipality to be able to look after our communities. And when the money is being looted, when there is corruption happening, especially in the forefront of our faces, it feels like an insult because all of us, whether we are working or not, we are taxpayers.
Absolutely.
If it is that you're not getting tax paid, you are getting battered in every simple thing that you buy. So I really think it is important that people are made aware of the institutions that are there. It would have been really nice if perhaps you would have been able to get someone from either the Public Protector's Office, from the Human Rights Commission, or even other institutions of state that could be there to be able to make the community aware of what to do in such a situation. I have joined a team of people who have openly gutted out for the municipality and ensured that we take them to the Human Rights Commission. Currently, there are a number of investigations that are being conducted, and I really think, in as much as this might take a bit of time, it is one of those leeways that we can find at least a shoulder on to ensure that we get to be recognized as a community, and that at least service delivery is brought to our doorstep. And I'm completely not against people protesting, because that in itself shows the signs to the municipality that, look, people are up in arms. We are sick and tired of having to every single day of our life live with running drains, not having water, or having dirty water come into our houses. I can't tell how many people have actually gotten sick out of, some of the dirty water that's been drinking and that's been given. And consistently, we have a mayor who uses his public platform on Facebook to show us some of the service deliveries. But in fact, it almost reverses the gains that have been done, because it becomes a publicity stunt that he walks around showing us potholes that are being fixed. But if you today go to the very potholes that he was showing last year, the same situation is happening,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really happy that you have those team members, and I'm encouraging the community to call in so that we can show the two gentlemen that are there that we are indeed in support of what they do.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Katlego. Are you streaming away? You in Johannesburg?
Yes, I'm in Johannesburg.
No, man. I hope you keep on listening. I hope you keep on listening to us. Thank you very much, man.
I'm one of your biggest supporters. Thank you.
Man, have a fantastic day.
You too.
Thank you. Lovely. All right. I think really my edge to the community would be, let's support these two organizations financially. How it's gotta be done though. RTS, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
How are you, man?
I'm good, my leader. Make it brief, ne?
And the two gentlemen, Kagisho.
Yes, sir.
Look, it is clear that the municipality, they don't have the capabilities and skills to run the municipality. Now you need to look at some critical things. ANC has got a tendency of deploying people into critical positions that they are going to answer to the political party, not to what the job demands. Because once you apply for a job, they will state the responsibilities in there, what are the job requirements, so that you should be able to execute your functions to a acceptable. Now let me tell you, that other comrade is Musikari, ne?
Yes, sir.
Look, Musikari must not try and fool us. Every time, whenever people are dissatisfied about something, go to his Facebook. This man is still with the government, with the political party. You can't take people for a ride. We stood up in 2017 and tried to solve something, and you guys deceived us. Where is Panti today? Today he's sitting, he's been given a directorship job at Francis Art, and he's going against Matika. Look, I'm not inclined that we should remove the mayor. Even Matika, I would have really liked Matika should come back and then fix some of these things, because I think he has found out that he has been used. And even Pansi, they are going to use him against us. And now, Comrade Musikari is championing that. He's trying to manage that thing. There was a reason. Whenever people are trying to do something, there was a political leadership vacuum in Kimberley. Now the poor guy there, Comrade Kagisho, is trying to do something. All of a sudden he's coming in. He's got so many people on their WhatsApp group, but they are currently doing nothing. Go and look. Just go and look for Musikari on the Facebook. You will realize whom am I talking about. These guys must not come and fool us. Okay, let me get to this thing of service delivery.
Right, you need to make it. I'm gonna give you 40 seconds.
You need to give me the same courtesy that you gave the gentleman from Gauteng.
But I'm looking as 5 minutes before 9.
Okay, let me. The other thing is the pothole. These guys are wasting money with the potholes because they are making money out of that. Every year, the very same potholes, there is no quality work there, which is being performed on those potholes. These guys are chowing with those potholes. These politicians, they are the ones that are getting those tenders to start off with, and it might be one of them. Let us go again to even the electricity. They don't have quality electricians there. I pity for that guy in Hlapo. He's running like a headless chicken, trying to do something. He's not going to win. In project management, you quantify your problem.
All right, I have to move on because of the time.
Okay, thank you very much. I will call in again.
All right, I need to give you time to respond to this.
Yes,
make it brief. Yeah,
thank you. I don't know who the gentleman is, and it's not worrying. It's disappointing that after all this time, since 2016, all the effort that we've put in, we're still being labeled as sellouts or the ones who protect the politics. I hate politics. I want to put it clearly. I hate politics. Panzi has made it clear to me and the group, the team, that he's going into the secretary, or he's standing to be secretary, so that from inside he can try and change things. We don't associate with Panzi with politics. We associate with Panzi where work needs to be done. If you want crime to be
does he do the job?
He does the job.
All right. RTS, good morning.
Morning.
Please be brief. Yes.
Yes, I just wanted to say that I salute the gentleman, and I fail to understand, like the previous caller was saying, that why must now he come on board now, ever since now this young man has come and taken up this challenge. And the other thing I wanted to say to him, we need to invite media houses like Newsroom, ENCA, and we need to take this a step further by burning tires, because that's the only way that they will understand what's happening. And what is the role of Salga in Kimberley? Kimberley is not on the map, people. We need to put it on the map. People must see what we are going through every day in our lives. And the other thing that I need
to cut you off. Unfortunately, it's 1 minute before 9.
No, but sorry. I want to find out, even with the conventional, they just talk about prepaid. What about conventional users? Whereas we're paying a lot of money, and there's only always interim, and they are guessing.
Right.
How can you guess electricity?
All right, I have to move on. I really have to move on. We won't be able to answer these questions. I'm gonna just a quick one.
Yes, DJ, I just want to ask something.
Very quick.
When people get the bill for that they owe Sol Plaatje, when you look at electricity you owe zero, because most of us we pay prepaid. Then why do they block electricity for the residents? Because we as residents, we do not owe electricity. We owe other services to the municipality, but electricity, when you check the bill, electricity is zero.
I just want to clarify something to this gentleman who called, that you just all of a sudden you jump in.
Yes.
You have two organizations fighting the same battle.
Yes.
It's important, and we come together, we talk about it. So it's not that because you jumped in or something.
We have actually taken the back seat. The only reason why I requested that we have a discussion today is to clarify, especially on the point of us selling out and whatnot. We will take the back seat and do what we're doing in the background, and allow, because we appreciate what Boyce is doing. If it wasn't the case, then maybe his post would not have been on the platform that is created for the community. But we are saying that continue with what you're doing. We'll continue with what we're doing as well.
But then somehow we're gonna have to wrap. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. And unfortunately, we have to get ready for news. It's 9 o'clock exactly. Thank you very much. I'm sure you're gonna have this conversation again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Time is that enemy. We need to just get ready for the news there quickly. Time is just our enemy. It always happens. It really, really always happens. I'm sure we're gonna have this gentleman again sometime next time, and I'm sure next time we have this gentleman now, we will then hopefully have one of the officials from Sol Plaatje. Hopefully, look, I said to you earlier on that I'm hoping to get the mayor sometimes next week, and hopefully maybe these two gentlemen, they can actually be part of that discussion with the mayor. It is now 9 o'clock. Is not 1 minute yet. I'm still safe. This was the morning fix, coming live to between Monday to Friday 6 to 9 with me, Benjamin Musimane Khabetshabile, aka Same Body. It's official, baby. We love it in the morning. Hasta la vista. Catch me again Monday between 6 to 9. Sorry if I won't be able to take any calls, any messages. We will have this conversation again. It is now time for the news. Sorry for being 1 minute late for your news, the Jax. But time for the news.
Sol Plaatje, so high.